Join me on an epic Ironman adventure where we try to accomplish everything this game has to offer, and without the use of any guides or any help whatsoever. This is Bald and Blind. What's going on, guys? Salam, welcome back. Our goal for this series is to complete as much content as possible, but I think it's important to have a lot of short-term goals along the way. We'll start off with 2 goals before we even get membership. There are 22 non-members quests, and our first goal is to complete all of those. The second goal is to understand all the non-members' skills, what the skill does, how to train it, and so on. We'll set this to be level 15 in each skill, but this is just an arbitrary number I picked, and it may change if level 15 isn't enough. So now with those goals set, let's get the show on the road. Bismillah. We're gonna start off by checking out this quest icon over here, see what's going on. No requirements, no recommendations, let's go. We have Abigail and Huey just over here, so let's see what they need. Our 5th quest, Misthalin Mystery. Abigail and her boyfriend Huey were invited to a party at a creepy house on a private island. Everything was going well until they got attacked. They were able to get away using a small boat, but Huey was injured. They want us to go back to the island and bring this psycho to justice. Alright, she said the boat that they used to escape is just south of here, so let's go. So although this quest doesn't have any combat level recommendation or requirement, the fact that we're about to go deal with a psycho that just tried to kill these people kinda worries me a little bit. I don't know if these 3 pieces of food are gonna be enough, so I might just get some more. Just using these fishing spots that are literally right next to us, I think 4 shrimp should be enough. These dead trees are the only trees I can find around me. Oh, regular logs, perfect. I was worried it might not give me that. Finally got the fire lit, now let's cook these shrimp. Bismillah. Oh, on the first one, level 5 cooking, nice. That sucks, we burnt half of our shrimp. Whatever, let's just drop these. So now we have 3 shrimp and 2 other pieces of food, so 5 total. Yeah, we should be fine. Let's take this boat and see what's going on. Okay, looks creepy. Good start. Let's go inside. Of course, the front door's locked. Why wouldn't it be? Need to find the key, okay. Looks like there's another way around over here, okay. Who's this? Is this the psycho she was talking about? Sid? He got stabbed ages ago and he's still just going on and on. Are you gonna die or not? Okay, so something just fell out of his pocket. But yeah, so Sid is not the psycho. I was wrong. It's this wannabe Scream character that stabbed him. Yes, his death really did drag on. Absolutely. Oh. He's still going. Something fell out of his pocket. I guess he's dead now. While Sid was dying, he dropped something out of his pocket into this barrel full of water. Okay, let's see what we can do. Bucket, that makes sense. Let's take that. Why didn't I pick it up? Hello? Hello? Oh, I already have it. I thought I didn't pick it up because you could still see it on the ground. Okay, let's use this bucket. Perfect. Got a key, very nice. I'm assuming this is the key for the front door. Okay, we're inside now. Let's try to go up these stairs. Don't look very safe. Agreed. Go through this door. Let's just look around, see what we're working with here. Oh, who's that in the corner? Okay, let's see. What? He just came out of the closet. Oh, shoot. Dead. Wow. He left us a note. Okay. Let's read Scream's note. Isn't murder just a work of art? Beautiful yet haunting like the blade of a knife as we wander through the valley of death. Okay. I tried picking the locks with this knife I found on the table. No luck. But these doors have different colored doorknobs on them. I don't know if that means anything. This one's made of emerald. Okay. Well, the note said something about art, and there's some paintings in this room, so let's just examine these real quick. Used my knife on 2 of the paintings because the note also mentions a knife, but I noticed this painting over here actually looks like a valley, so this one would make perfect sense. There we go. Got a ruby key, so now the gem doorknobs make sense too. Open the ruby door, so let's see what we have in this room. So we've searched everything in this room, but there is this barrel of explosives and a shelf of tinderboxes, so I mean you put 2 and 2 together. Or not. Fuse is too damp to light. Our search continues. It's strange that you can't even right-click these candles in this room, but the ones in the other room are called unlit candles. That's gotta mean something. See? Unlit candle. I'm sure we have to light them. Fuse is dried out. Let's light this thing. Oh, let's see what this woman over there is up to. Yeah, I don't know the answer. Sorry, you're on your own, girl. Dead. Sorry. Another note. Let's see what it says. It's like music to my ears, the glorious sound spelling out your fate. Probably has something to do with the piano we saw in the other room, so let's go. Our fate is obviously death. I mean, he wants to kill us, so I'm guessing I'm gonna spell that out on here. Oh wait, there's no T. Shit. Maybe it's literally the word fate. Wait, I'm an idiot. There's no T. Oh, dead. Obviously. Emerald key for an emerald door. There's the door. Just leave the sword here. It's not like there's a killer on the loose. Okay, nothing outside. That's good. Never mind. Dead. Another note, let's read it. Here at first, these words, each murder you witness helplessly from start to end. As you fail to solve the final letters of this quiz, razor sharp like a gemstone is the blade of my knife. Okay, let's read it again. Here at first, these words. Let's try this, final letters. Typed out the final letter from each sentence, S-D-Z-E-O-R. Just looks like a bunch of gibberish. And it doesn't look like an anagram for anything either. Hold on, the first letter of each sentence spells out hearth. Doesn't that mean like a fire pit or something? Let's look for a fire pit. Maybe my definition was slightly off, but this fireplace is the only one that is not lit, and I am sure it was lit earlier. Got the log, now we can light the fireplace. Using the log on it did nothing, so maybe we need to light it in front of the fireplace. Alright, level 2 fire making, nice. That didn't do anything, but I could have sworn I was onto something. He mentions the knife like the first note, so maybe we use our knife on the fireplace? I don't know what else to try, but I'm sure it has something to do with this fireplace. Yes, it worked. Went back and forth, but I'm pretty sure this has to do with those letters we typed earlier. The S-D-Z-E-O-R, we did S, now D. There we go, Sapphire Key. Face to face, finally. Fight me, Ghostface from the Scream movies. Let's get our helmet on real quick and prepare for this fight. I couldn't attack the wardrobe he opened, so maybe we have to use this mirror to scare him with his own reflection, or ricochet the knife off it or something. Of course he moved. Let's try again. Alright, let's see. Sucker. Again from the same wardrobe? You just don't learn. Moved here this time. Time to reveal who's under the mask. Yeah, Scooby-Doo style. And it is... a blonde? Huh? Do we know her? Oh, Abigail! That's the girl we started the quest with, right? Oh, shit. Another one. Oh, that's her boyfriend, probably. There he is, not injured or anything. Weren't the people here their friends or something? Or at least that's what they said, and now they're just arguing back and... Oh, okay. Come on, she's really blaming him for her stabbing him. Die, psycho. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't use my own weapon, that makes sense. Okay, now you die. Alright, let's get out of here. What the hell, she's still alive? Am I that weak? Oh, what's her face? Mandy, didn't she die? She has a condition where her heart is on the right side instead of the left, so that's why she didn't die, because they missed. There we go. Quest number 5 complete. We got some crafting XP and some gems too. Nice, level 6 crafting. Oh, hello there. A genie? He gave us a lamp which looks like we can use to advance any stat, but I think I might hold on to it for now, in case I want to use it on one of these grayed out skills later. Looks like we've completed all the quests around here, except Shearer. Let's go. Okay, banked a lot of our stuff because our bag was completely full, but this genie lamp can't be banked, which sucks, but I guess we'll just have to hold on to it until we decide to use it. Forgot to check if we can even do this quest. Oh, no requirements, no recommendations. Perfect. Our 6th quest, Sheep Shearer. Fred the farmer wants us to help shear his sheep and bring him 20 balls of wool. He's said to watch out for the Thing, which some say is a black-hearted shapeshifter. Others say it's just a sheep. No, I do not know how to shear a sheep. I'm not a farmer. Please tell me how. He gave us a pair of shears, then we need to go to the first floor of Lumbridge Castle to use the spinning wheel to turn them into balls of wool. Dang, only had space for 14 wool, so I'll have to go to the bank and free up some more space. I think this is the Thing that Fred was referring to, because every time I accidentally try to shear it, it just walks backward. Now let's spin these into balls of wool. Last one. Oh, level 7 crafting, beautiful. Boots, pie dishes, and gold bracelets, nice. I think at some point soon though, we need to take some time to actually learn how to craft these things. Before we turn in the balls of wool, let's tell him we saw the Thing. It's just 2 penguins. Penguins disguised as a sheep. Oh, it's penguins? That's strange. There we go, quest number 6 complete. Got some crafting XP and some coins. We are 1 XP away from another crafting level. Wow. I didn't see this one earlier, but we have 1 quest left in the area. X marks the spot. No requirements, no recommendations. But first, this fella, Arthur the Clue Hunter, has been yelling about treasure and looking at a map the whole time I've been here. So let me just talk to him real quick and see what he has. He talked about different tiers of clue scrolls that we can obtain through various methods throughout the game. So I guess if we get one, we'll just come back and talk to him. Our 7th quest, X marks the spot. Veos, a treasure hunter from the kingdom of Great Korend, has been led to Lumbridge in search of treasure. He said he will reward us if we can help him find it. Let's see what we can do. So he gave us a treasure scroll, and he said to go to the general store to purchase a spade, because we'll probably need one. Spade acquired. Let's check out this scroll. Within the town of Lumbridge lives a man named Bob. He walks out of his door and takes 1 step east, 7 north, 5 west, and 1 south. Once he arrives, he digs a hole and buries his treasure. Okay, I guess the first thing to do is talk to everybody and find this Bob guy. Wait a second, what the hell is this? Why is there a flashing yellow arrow on my minimap? Why the is there also a solution in the top left telling me what to do? That's fantastic. A 2nd episode in and the series is already ruined. Give me a second. I think I need to go through the settings or something and see what's causing this. Nope, nothing whatsoever. I searched every single possible thing in the settings. Maybe you're just forced to accept the help for this quest for some reason? That doesn't even make any sense though. Found the sneaky thing in the RuneLight settings. Clue scroll. And there's also puzzle solver. So we will turn both of those off for now and for the future. We don't want help with clue scrolls or puzzles. I don't know if RuneLight has that turned on by default or if I did it by mistake while messing around with stuff, but thankfully it was on something pretty insignificant. Like, I mean, we were just gonna walk around until we found a Bob anyway, but now we know where Bob is. Whatever. Let's just make sure there's not also something related to quests in RuneLight. Settings look good, and this is Bob, so let's read the scroll again. 5 and 1 south. Now dig. Got another scroll. Okay, X marks the spot. Probably have to dig at that X. Looks a lot like the castle over here. Got a mysterious orb. Okay. It gets warmer and colder as I move, so I'm guessing it has to do with the location of the treasure. But let's just talk to Veos and confirm. Yup, he said the closer we are to the treasure, the hotter it gets. The orb burns to the touch. Perfect. Dang, I thought it was going to be the treasure. The cipher reveals where to dig next, and then a bunch of random letters. Let's see if we can take this to Veos, maybe he can help. Oh, hello there. Try shifting the letters one to the left or right. Okay, let's see. Let's try right first. That doesn't look like anything. Let's try left. Now that looks like something. I believe Draenor is the village next to us, but I'll check the map and make sure. You dig up an ancient casket. As you do, you hear a faint whisper. You can't make out what it says though. Is this treasure cursed? It's on the northernmost pier of Port Sarum. Let's go. I'm curious. Let's open it. I don't think Veos would want me opening his treasure. Of course not. What is this treasure anyway? Nothing important, just something that might be of use to me back in Great Corrend. My ass. There we go. Quest number 7 complete. We got an antique lamp, 200 coins, and a beginner clue scroll. Oh, that's what Arthur the Clue Hunter was talking about. Our first one. Nice. He says he can take us to the kingdom of Great Corrend if we ever want to go. So we will add that to our notes. Is the antique lamp the same as the Genie one we have? Looks like it, so we'll hold on to it too. Let's check out our first clue scroll. Clap at Bob's brilliant axes, equip a bronze axe and leather boots. Okay, we know where Bob is, but let's just take this to Arthur to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. He says this is an emote clue, which requires us to go to a location and perform an emote while having the specified items. Simple enough. Can't bank this antique lamp either, so I guess we'll have to hold on to both of them for now. Can I at least bank this clue scroll? Perfect, yeah, because we have the bronze axe, but we don't have leather boots, so we'll just leave the clue scroll in here until we get the boots. So it looks like we finished every quest in the area, except for Restless Ghost, which has a recommended combat level of 10, so not doing that yet. Imp Catcher is close by, let's check that out. No requirements, no recommendations, again. Can I buy a member's object? Let's try that. Well, yeah, of course, I just thought it was weird that I had that dialogue option. Apparently, this member's object can teleport you out of dangerous situations that you can't normally teleport out of, and it costs 75,000 gold. So we're gonna add that to our notes because it sounds pretty useful. Split bark armor, which is special armor for mages and more resistant to physical attacks. Very easy to make, but having trouble getting hold of the pieces. Okay, can you make us some? Of course, members, but we'll add that to our growing list of notes. Anyway, let's see what wizard Misgog needs from us. Our 8th quest, Imp Catcher. The bully wizard Greyzag, who is the master of imps, summoned hundreds of imps to steal wizard Misgog's things, including his 4 magical beads. The imps are spread out all over the kingdom, so let's see if we can get his beads back. Do you really think you'll find 4 imps out of thousands? I really hope it's not as rare as he's making it sound. You need our help with a beehive? Sure, why not? Alright, what do we get? What is this pop-up? Collection log. Oh, we just got our first collection log item. Nice! Beekeeper's boots, okay. I was not expecting that. And we got another lamp. There it is. Looking beautiful. 1 down, 1,560 to go. I feel like I remember seeing some imps over here when we were helping Fred with Shearer. I didn't see any over there or on the other side of the river. And I don't remember seeing any, I don't remember seeing any while we were doing Romeo and Juliet, and that's kind of far, so I guess we'll just keep looking around this area maybe till we find one. Oh, is that one right there? Yes, it is. Wait, did he just vanish? Hopefully he didn't just completely vanish and is still somewhere over here. Gotcha. Level 2 attack. Very nice. Any beads? Nope. What is this? Mysterious ruins. Is this the altar for the air runes they were talking about? End of Rune Mysteries? It said southwest of Falador, and that's where we are. Another imp. Another nothing. Level 3 attack. Oh, and level 4 combat. Our first combat level. I've been picking up these fiendish ashes because they have a scatter option, but I haven't tried it, so I might as well see what it does. Prayer XP. Oh, is this the equivalent of burying bones, I guess? That's cool. Look at this. Fighting one and 2 more imps up there. I think we found an imp colony. This is awesome. Level 4 attack. Hold on, is this another upgrade? Sure is. It has a magic attack bonus and defense bonus. I've been getting chat messages for things that are valuable even though they're only 1 coin. Doesn't make sense. Ah, that's why. Changed it to 200 coins for now. Nice, our first prayer level. Level 5 attack. Mind Talisman. Oh, is this like what, what's his name? Sedidor was talking about, where he said we can find these in our adventures to make other runes? That's our first one. Nice. Well, we have the air one also, but yeah. So after I uploaded the first episode, I got a lot of feedback from you guys, which thank you so much for all the feedback. And one of the suggestions was to try using stretched mode because you couldn't really see what was going on. So I am now using stretched mode. I tried stretch resizable, it looked kind of funny, but this one I feel like looks nice and clean and tidy, which is stretched mode but on fixed. I think this looks good. If you guys are still having trouble, let me know. 9 attack, and yes, I am loving stretched mode. No way! Our first bead, yes, 3 to go. I was keeping track of the kills manually on a paper on my desk, but then I stumbled upon this loot tracker on RuneLite, and this looks pretty handy. This is awesome. So that was our 24th kill, and we got a black bead. We've also gotten this potion, which I don't know what it's for, and some other random things like a chef's hat and bolts, this flyer. Oh, hell yes! 2 kills later, halfway there. Level 4 prayer, level 10 attack, and 7 combat. I think that's enough for attack. We'll go to strength is the next one. So this is attack. This one's strength, okay. Maybe it's time we upgrade our weapon. Okay, we can do iron, steel, and black. Okay. If I'm remembering correctly, there was a sword shop when we were doing Romeo and Juliet, because Romeo wanted us to go to the apothecary. Yep, there it is. I see the prices of all these swords, but is there a way I can check the stats of these things just to see the difference? If I examine it, maybe? No stats there. And there's longsword variations that cost almost twice as much. Now I'm really confused. I don't know. Screw it, I think I'll go with steel sword. The price seems decent somewhere in between all of them, so. There we go, our first weapon upgrade. +7 strength and +7 stab, +5 slash, nice. Look at this, come at me. Hold on, let's try to understand these attack bonuses. It doesn't say a difference, it just says increase your chance of hitting for each one. Maybe this is where it comes into play. So attack XP option is stab, and then this one slash is strength XP. Okay, stab is better for the sword, but the bonus wasn't really that big of a difference, so maybe I'll be okay just slashing. Defense is also stab, okay, so maybe I'll be forced to use a weaker option if I want to train strength. Oh, that's the stab option for strength. That's perfect, I guess. Sorry, I'm just trying to understand things in the game as I come across them so that I don't get too overwhelmed with all this information later. So I don't know how much of a difference that makes because the difference between our bonus is only 3, but I mean, whatever. Back to murdering imps. Level 2 strength. Oh, come on, a duplicate. Yes, white bead. Only 1 to go. Let's go bank these wizard hats and other random things we've gotten. I don't think I've even taken 1 point of damage this whole time, so I just banked the food too. Level 10 strength. Very nice. Alright, time for defense. Finally! The red bead! Yes! So that took us 80 kills, but we have all 4 of the beads now. We ended up with a few duplicates, which according to the value that comes up in the chat, they seem to be worth quite a bit of money. So maybe Wizard Mizgal will buy them off of us, or somebody else later, so we'll just put them in the bank. And level 8 prayer. I could have sworn I was able to see names of items on the ground earlier. I thought I was going crazy, but I went and rewatched some older clips, like from the first episode, and I was definitely able to see them on the ground before. So I don't know how I turned this off by mistake while I was doing other things, probably. So yeah, it's definitely back on now because that was very useful. And this is why that ground item thing is so useful. Look, leather boots. And I was here earlier for quite a while talking to both of these guys about the members items and the crystal and stuff like that. And I didn't even notice the leather boots. So thank God we have this ground item thing turned back on now and we can get these boots. Which in case you don't remember, we need these to be able to finish our beginner clue scroll. There we go. And they're an upgrade too. They have some defensive stats. Anyway, let's give Mizgog his beads. You'll like it. It's an amulet of accuracy. That sounds cool. There we go. Quest number 8 done. Got some magic XP and the amulet of accuracy. Whoa, that's a big jump. Level 8 magic. Pretty sure we haven't even trained this skill yet. Oof, yeah, habibi. This amulet looks pretty nice. It gives us attack bonuses in so many different things. And now that we have these leather boots, let's go try to do our beginner clue scroll. Oh man, I forgot to see if Mizgog would buy these extra beads off of us. That's alright. We'll just bank them and I'll add it to our notes so we can remember to do it later. Got the bronze axe and the leather boots. Now we need to go to Bob and clap. Let's go get this treasure. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Bald and Blind. Please leave me feedback on what you all thought of the video. Your feedback is extremely valuable and appreciated. There's still so much to come and I'm so excited for what's ahead of us. We're just getting started, but let's find out just how much we can accomplish on Bald and Blind. See you guys on the next episode.